What's up, Pisces? We was talking about the SWOT and Scorpios and a couple of lies. We are recording this on the Scorpio full moon, so we are uncovering the depths of something in the subconscious, under the surface, you know, something hidden, possibly about love, about growing love, about a home, about moving. This has something to do with the Capricorn reading that was in the Capricorn reading, and about faith. And you see how she's let's see what's up with Pisces. Pisces. Okay. And these two are sticking out, so I'll take that with the faith. Okay. And the Ten of Wands underneath. So it's as if we lost our identity. You see how he is walking with almost like a black face or a bag over it, or it's almost as if it's blacked out. Like there's no character, no face, no shape, no, perhaps no emotion, or I see no face. It's no face. With the Ten of Wands, it's as if this is a lot we're carrying and I'm getting cold all of a sudden. So maybe this is bringing us into a cold, dark place. Whatever it is that we're holding on to. Perhaps it has something to do with our emotions from, you know, we're holding on to something, and like I said, it has something to do with the house and love, because here we have unity in reverse with this house. Now, this unity in reverse with this house, and this has something to do with the depths of the emotion, and see it's in reverse, like coming to the top. So perhaps it's something with, now the unity is in reverse. Now unity is this connection, the togetherness, and the opposite of this is solitude. And it's as if perhaps we're holding on to something from the past because of solitude, or perhaps we're in solitude, or maybe this is a disconnection that we're holding on to. So weird. Pisces, please let me know how close I am. But here we have the faith, and this almost reminds me of this Two of Swords type of energy where we're sitting blindfolded. Here she's standing blindfolded with this board of transformation, and it's as if she's getting all these knives thrown at her. She's having faith that each one of these things thrown at her is not going to hurt her. I mean, it's coming close, but none is hurting her. You know, this is having faith. It's having faith in this transformation while in this darkness. You know, in this darkness, it's almost like the light comes on when we release this connection. Or solitude, maybe? Because the unity is the connection, and it's in reverse. So this is a solitude. It almost brings me to like the Two of Swords, the Hierophant, the Nine kind of energy, where it's like solitude. And the World is the last of the major, where it's like the ending, but it's in reverse. So perhaps we have to be in solitude in order to tie up the loose ends to this cycle ending, right? The Ten of Wands coming to an end. The World, the last of the major arcana. Okay, and then we go into the SWOT, which we're figuring out your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. S-W-O-T, SWOT. Now, the strength here, all right, I think it's in reverse. The strength here is you're gonna to give. Gonna is not even English. It's your desire, the passion in you, or the quality in you to want to give, to help somebody. Or, you know, the Six of Coins is all about giving. The Six of Coins in reverse. In reverse is also receiving. Perhaps our strength is receiving some kind of gift, receiving some kind of blessing. Usually the 6 in reverse is an imbalance. It's like, oh, I give, somebody gives, and we don't give in return. This could also be a threat of losing, or of like putting some kind of money, or perhaps this is given to charity. Like this is a strength of yours. You give to charity, you give to the needy. We'll get to the threat. I forgot I was going backwards. Sorry, Pisces. So, the weakness in the W and the S.W.O.T is called. We have this called. And we have this man bringing this woman into the trees. It's like they're going to the music tree with a singing bird. And as if there's a lot of magic surrounding them. Perhaps this is a weakness, is that we're being called to some kind of a music tree. This reminds me of some kind of harmony and happiness. You know, it's a yellow tree. Almost like trippy, like little kid, like amusement type, like, oh, I'm going to the amusement park type feeling I have. Like it's that type of fun feeling. Perhaps we're being called into some kind of union. You know, we do have unity in reverse over here, this disconnection. So perhaps the weakness is that we're being called into some kind of union or commitment. Maybe commitment is your weakness, Pisces. With the maybe the 5 of Wands, but the 2 of Wands in reverse as our opportunity. Your opportunity is closed doors. Now it's funny because we had a reading and I said the opportunity is to close doors. The Scorpio's reading. This is an opportunity, and they were talking about being left out in the cold, being alone, being in this 5 of Pentacles energy, right? This closed door, the 2 of Wands energy, the 2 of Wands in reverse, where it's as if there's some kind of closed doors, or it's as if there's some kind of delay when it is moving forward, like the World in reverse, something holding us back. Perhaps the fact that we're being called is holding us back. We're closing a door on our peace. Now, this is the threat. We have meditation in reverse for the threat. I hear hats off. Now, the threat is this, you know, meditation is, when we think of meditation, we think of being in peace and solitude, in, you know, serenity, in this, like, I think of this feeling, the feeling of the little yellow tree with the music bird, with the singing bird, and yellow canary. And I think of meditation as being in this stillness and this serenity and the silence and the peace, you know, and this love with God. It's a connection. It's a unity with the divine when we're in meditation, when we're meditating. We're connecting to our higher self, connecting to the divine, connecting to the spirit, to all the unseen, right? Well, your threat is in reverse. So this is chaos and anything that's not serene, anything that's not serene. So perhaps the serenity prayer or meditating will be helpful if it's like, okay, so if we have chaos as a threat or some kind of imbalance or some kind of situation that brings us to the 10 of Wands where we have no face, we don't even know who we are, or perhaps it's like messing with our friendships. It's broken friendships. Now we're carrying broken friendships on our back, you know, and it's like, okay, we don't even know who we are. It's like, is that how you really are? But the truth is coming out. It's as if, you know, now we have no face. Okay, well, at least we have the eyes. We can see now with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Now the whole face comes off and we can see everything for who and what it really is. And this is having to do with the Scorpio full moon. You know, Scorpio is all about transformation. Scorpio turning into the serpent, turning into the phoenix, you know, where we have to actually burn in order to transform. So this is a purging, a burning, of digging, releasing, a letting go of what was into what will come. And I look up and see the moon. All of these unseen truths over here. Maybe we could use this deck. Two of Swords. She says, stop, use this deck. So let's see about this swap and about this disconnection and what these unseen truths are for Pisces. It's almost like a blind faith that we need to have right above the strength. It's like this blind faith. As long as we have blind faith, we won't get hurt. And this is what will give us our wings. See, for Pisces. Pisces. So, yes, the Eight of Coins in reverse. So this is taking a break, a vacation. So it's a problematic perfectionism. Whereas, we definitely need to take a break. It's like, okay, when you're trying to do something, and it's like when I'm drawing, right, and I'm trying to get something so perfect, like a portrait or some kind of lines, right? When you're doing the same thing for hours and hours, you can't really see the difference until you walk away for hours and hours. So this is like walking away from that, or taking a snapshot picture of it and seeing it from a different perspective, or coming back to it and seeing it from a different, you know, in a different period, under a different light, something like this. And this is what this is about, right? Now, for the Six of Coins in reverse, we have the World finally upright, and this karmic consequences with the Judgment in reverse. So there's some kind of bad judgment that left us to some kind of ending, but it brought us into this final cycle where we were the maiden, we were the mother, now we're the crone, coming into this new cycle. But it's a new cycle full with karmic consequences. It's as if we're going to suffer some kind of consequences for some kind of karma, an action or perhaps an inaction that led to some kind of completion. But this is under the strength. Perhaps that is a threat. Maybe it goes this way, because the strength is that you're an unstoppable force. You're this Knight of Wands. It's like, okay, no matter how many times we lose, or no matter how many karmic situations, or no matter how many endings, we'll keep on coming up. You know, this might be a threat, but this is our strength. Now, for the weakness, we're looming burnout with the Four of Wands. I mean, the Four of Swords in reverse, where it's as if we're pushing ourselves, and it's as if we're looming burnout. Or perhaps we are denying healing, or resisting it, or not wanting to feel it. It's like, okay, well, you have to heal it to feel it. Perhaps this is coming from like, okay, I'm no longer having this as a crush, I'm going to heal it. Maybe we're covering up some kind of issue with something else, like usually with drugs or something like this. We'll drink or take drugs to cover up some kind of issue, and this is really releasing the crutch and getting to the bottom of the issue. You know, we're healing this, and this is telling us that we're some kind of unstoppable force. This is the weakness, because we're about to burn out. This is too much, too hot to hold, too much to handle. Now, S.W.O. for the O, the opportunity, is this unfound focus. There's the confusion, or the unknowing, or the lie. This unfound truth, this unfound focus is somehow an opportunity here. Perhaps because we don't know which way to focus. Maybe that's why it's a threat up here. Or it's a weakness up here. The weakness is we're being called, because we're being called into some kind of unfound focus. It's like, it's almost like, oh, I'm just answering any call. It's like, oh, okay, I'm answering this call because it's unclear. It's like you're answering a call, but you don't know who's calling. It's weird. And it's like you just give up. You have a mom, you know, breastfeeding the baby here, but it's in reverse. It's almost like a separation from mother and child, or from you and your creation, which this is ending. It's like almost like some kind of action, or perhaps a non-action. Perhaps we didn't act right, or we didn't do an action, and this led to some kind of ending. Perhaps it had something to do with the lie. We were looming burnout, but this is telling us with the Knight of Wands, where this unstoppable force coming in, this is telling us to take action. Perhaps we're supposed to take action and meditate. You know, because with the Two of Wands in reverse, these closed doors are because we're looming burnout. It's like this thing is standing in between. It's like once we come over here, these doors will open, and this had to do with the Scorpio reading. So you're very much connected to Scorpio. Okay, thank you so much. Hopefully this was helpful. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do so. And stay tuned for more. I love you. Bye.